Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm just gonna send out invites and, you know, see what happens. And I'm just sending everything and we'll see who's here. But this should be a good one. It'll definitely go on till, well, 50% or whatnot. Okay, let me think. Yeah, how is everybody today? You all good? I hope you're all good. Always nice to have you all here. Everything's enjoyable, so, you know. There we go. Just sending out the invites and seeing what's happening. Invites are sent. Okay. Well, we can now get into the game, which I will do so. And hopefully that'll be good from this side. I'll get rid of anything extra. And we'll just be left with that. So, trying to make sure my movement is okay. Can you believe that the update will be in like 2 weeks or something? Well, June the 8th. And I'm probably gonna have to go next week. Crazy, yeah. I'm probably gonna have to move myself next week. Next weekend specifically, so... Honestly, that's why this will be the last one. And, James, you're more than, welcome to join me as always. Sadly, the 50 will have to be the 100. You know, there'll be a new IF server for 1.16. So, well, not 1.16, 1.17, isn't it? And, yeah. But there's a lot of history here, and, I'm hoping to do right by that. So I'm hoping that we have enough time just to finish it off to 50%, which is the new 100%, because no more is going to be done on it, and to, you know, to say goodbye in our own ways, you know? Because that's all you can do. Because everything changes. I just think of the song. Zen said he'd keep up the server for anybody wanting to keep with it, but at some stage, you know, you got to let new stuff overtake the old stuff, and in some senses, yeah, in some senses, this was the new stuff. I know, James, I know. Interesting. I mean, there should be. As I said, the server's not going down. It's just there'll be a new server anyways, and, you know, we can't stand idling by on one server or this or that. Like, you have to eventually say goodbye. And might still do a bit of it, or might still, you know... I guess we can talk about these things, to be honest with you. But, I'd rather say goodbye now, you know, than do it later, I guess. Because everything is a-changing. But yeah. The best way is just to ask Zen. Zen should definitely have the file itself for personal use. But then again, I just don't know what's best for that, because, yeah. Put some stuff in here. I've had so much change this year. Guess I'm sad, to be honest with you. Welcome, James, to the server. I just keep telling myself you can't have new stuff if everything stays stagnant. That's, you know, that's like what you've got with, like, a bog and whatnot in a swamp. You know, things change, life changes. You can't always have everything, you know, at one certain sort of stage in life, and dealing with life is dealing with that. The fact that sometimes there's a lot of things out of your control. And I hope that I've been learning that, and now being hit by pillagers. And I know you might think, you know, Goron, aren't you overreacting? It's just a Minecraft server. I mean, kinda? There's some truth in that, but I'm sure everybody knows behind the scenes what I've had to deal with in my life, but my mother, who was the only person who took, you know, actually, the only person who was in my life for its entirety, she died at the end of January. Because of that, I've got to move the house that I've lived in for like 19 years. And in general, this year Especially having given up all my social activities because of COVID. I know we all have, but, you know, just as a sort of anthology to that, you know, it just feels as though sometimes you just have to accept that things are beyond your control, you know. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to keep up with that. It's tough. It's tough that everything changes. And yeah, this is my decision until it's not, you know. People like Zen will, you know, like I said, this this server will eventually close down. It's not as though it's closing down today. Um, and maybe in time I'll give another end to this, but to all intents and purposes, this is where I feel it's right to give my end. Because, you know, yeah, it will be tough. And it'll be a slow process, so don't worry about it. I know I probably shocked people with the title. I kind of left so many things unfinished myself. So many things. This pit, I didn't know that it was going to be, you know, June yet. Time just creeps up on me, basically. I need to get my stuff here. There we go. Hmm. Right. Just trying to see if there's anything I can move from one bit to another. I guess I could try to make some lapis blocks or something. Yeah. To this thing, and I know people have done it before, and, you know, to a certain extent, there's nothing big in that, you know. It can sometimes, if you ruminate on the past for too long, then it's just a distraction, you know? You can't say what happened or what was in the past or, you know, what we did. You got to act in the now, the present. However, I think now is the time to say everything that, you know, can be said. And, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably get banned off everything. They'll probably be like, that Goron spilling all the secrets that the Jedi wouldn't tell you. I mean, however, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I've got to say goodbye in my own way. God, life is tough. If you don't leave, you'll be kicked out eventually. Yeah. Although that's why a lot of people have psychological issues about commitment. There we go. Yeah, I could have figured it out earlier. I could have, planned something brilliant for everybody. But like I said, I've had so much of my own stuff that I haven't even thought about the next update. I haven't even given it any consideration. Hi, Candlelace. How are you today? The server isn't going down for a while, for a few months, but I thought I'd, make my peace, as it were. So this is definitely gonna be a tough stream. Well, there'll be, you know, saying as much as I can, there have been quite a few people who, behind the scenes, have been, really putting their all into, building a great server for us. So that should be really nice, and I do hope it is. I will, of course, completely, Cozy Groove, and what's Cozy Groove? Oh, I thought you might have meant Cozy Grove for a second. Um, yeah, that's definitely very nice. So let's see. Let's put things in here. Yeah, there we go. And those should be ready soon. But yeah. Just a lot of good people doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So hopefully the new server will be absolutely wonderful. Ah, Cozy Grove. Okay. Okay, so this has unbreaking. I'm ready. Shall we go for a sleep? I don't know what I did there. See? God. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sounds really nice. Not my cup of tea at the moment. Not my cup of tea. You always think with these things that you'll linger on forever. Right. Let's finish this. There's a new update. The Caves and Cliffs expansion. Basically that will be happening in a week or two. There should be a new server that's gonna be coming up in about 3 weeks. Oh, somebody else already did it. So I guess this is 50% then. But yeah. Most likely, and I know this is my decision, but things will be wrapping up on this server in the next few months. So expect in like September. How does it feel, Cantalis? It feels like my life is gone again. It feels tough. James is just building the biggest, the biggest, cube of portals that we could ever see. So that's nice. Well, we will go on a journey, James. We'll just keep looking at that cube, definitely. So, James, we'll put it to 50%, and then if it's okay with you, we'll go on my own personal journey. Because I said we get to 50% and we have. I hope that's okay. You'll be back on soon? 50% done. Brilliant. And I'll, well, I'll make it all back. And now I'm just being hit by everything, and I don't know why. They've got cactuses and everything. Whoops. Wrong place. Okay. This is the way back up. I'll explain from the start. Although it's gonna take a long time before, you know, for me to say absolutely everything. And there's still a lot of new things. Okay. Let's retrace our steps. Spawn. You know, I first saw What first happened was I first met Zenta at a game of not Harbor. I can't remember. It was a sea light game, and it was a board game. It was you know, it was one of weird rounds, and that's how I met Zen. So because I met Zen, I started watching his streams. And watching his streams, he was like, "Oh, why don't you join on you know, why don't you join our server?" Um, so I joined the server with somebody else. The truth is that Kami's just come right now. My memory is always a bit bad because, like, I remember being with somebody, but I don't remember who. Kami keeps reminding me that, you know, I joined exactly the same time when Kami joined, which is crazy because, you know, the server probably has like 80 people. Um, at an estimate, I could check all the names, but I'm not gonna. 'Twas me, Donut. Yes, I am a donut. Um, but you know, I think we're the only couple of people that joined at the same time. Exactly. You know, completely new to all of it because it wasn't planned. It was just completely random, as much as I can tell. Now, this is the spawn village that was on one of Ocean's streams, which should still be around. It's got driftings. It's got a few others. I can never remember who specifically. I made the orange place. As you can see, I like orange. And I made the mini armory here, which is something that I'll go into. When I made this was after being in Spawn itself. So this was like July 2020. When I joined, it was October 2019. Um, and also to do with Spawn, what I specifically did, because you can see the amount of Minecraft days it is after the reset. So I made this giant 10,000 Minecraft days thing. And it just said, you know, yeah, all of this. Yeah. And lockdown really hasn't been any but thing for anybody. And this tree used to be gigantic back in the day. I don't think I ever did anything for the Christmas tree, but it was there. My so what I did with Zen was I would walk off. I walked off with Zen trying to find the plot, and I can't remember where exactly he took me, but you know, we went down here. Definitely. I definitely remember that, and I was walking to and fro here. I think I was given some carrots and some bamboo. I was like, I will never use those bamboo racks. I'll always make things just by myself. And that's when I saw this, and for some weird reason, I thought that Cat was somebody completely different to who he was, because I thought Cat meant an actual name instead of Inquisitor Cat. But this really inspired me in quite a few builds, and I tried to make sure that whenever it was Cat's birthday, and I did it for 20... I think I did it 2019, 2020. I made a birthday cake for him right there. And this is kind of a new build. So it wasn't there when it was, and you know, I joined in when Zen and Oceans were building these roads over here. So this road was still here. This would go to I can't remember the name. I feel bad. 10 out of 10. But yeah, this was somebody who was around before me. And I'm sorry that I can't remember the name. But, you know, definitely just looks really nice, and I've really got to be careful. It's called a manor on the server, but we walked past here, and we'll just walk this way for on the trees. I don't know if I saw any planks on trees. They probably are. I don't know where people are. But you know, this is it's an old and a new build, because this was a build by Kami and Tree Gang, and it was supposed to rival mine in all time, but it never did. So we walked sort of this way, if I remember correctly, me and Zen, and we just keep walking until we found a place that was reasonable enough for habitation. This is down to a vault that's destroyed that Kami and Co made. Again, not gonna go into it too much. I can't say everything about the server. I just want to say me, you know? Ah, yes, Fault 69. And, you know, in the east, there's a place that Zen, Mr. Pal, and Krakaton made, and that is... Why is my memory gone? But yeah, it's got a name to it, so forgive me. But yeah, it was lovely. It's got stop. I've gone out of the way, and there's a lovely tavern here, Minecraftia, yes, because of the joke by Mike Matai. You know, we wouldn't walk along this road as much as I knew. I think we did go see the barony of Mr. Geordie. This was before I got into the Dynamap and all of that. So, you know, we were just walking across this bit. I never remember walking on mountains, so I'm not going to for this. We'll try to walk around as usual. But Zen kept telling me, and I was like, well, there are builds near here. There are builds near here. Because I truly wanted to do something crazy. And I feel like I achieved in that, you know, successfully quite a bit. So, you know, we sort of went here. I believe that's the secret place there. Well, no, it isn't. It can't be. That must be quite new. As I thought that was Snooping Turtle's place. But, you know, we just keep walking along here. And, you know, aimlessly going, is this good enough? Is this? This portal's quite new, and the road network is also quite new. We can use the road network, though, so that will definitely be a good thing. And this bit is built by Zen. This bit was built by me, to clarify. And I also made this monster mob spawner right here. And I specifically remember when I was building this, I was listening to instructions on YouTube. And there was also a charity stream by Space Cat. And she was talking all about that in the background. I don't normally see that much of Space Cat now. I don't know why. But, yeah. And I just put some random pillager signs there. So yeah, we just built up there. I wanted to connect my base with everything else. Technically, when I went, you know, I didn't see too much. So this wasn't here. We'd be going over and underland and all of that stuff. So, you know, we would have kept walking, of course, across terrain to here. And there's a lot of free XP here. So, this is the arena. One of the first major structures that I saw. Supposedly they spawned in forbidden items in order to build this. Items that were then used by a unscrupulous group of individuals. So yeah, it was made in a stream. It was made before my time. I was asked if I wanted to build near the arena. I still said no. I was still like, this is too far away from things. The walls are a demarcation of my territory, and the that is a monument to RPG Muffin, who I had quite I still have a good friendship with him, but we used to play on this server all the time together, and you know, we really had a trading relationship. So, you know, this path is one of the oldest paths that I made, because it was a path, and none left. Yeah, thanks ever so much, everybody, for watching. So this is one of the first paths made. I wanted my base to be out of the way, so it wasn't something that you could just do using a portal. I later decided against that. And here we are. You know, this is the ice farm. The first version I made. I tried to find the YouTube video for this again, but supposedly it was taken down. I don't know if it still works. It probably doesn't. So we'll just have to see. Oh, it works. It tends to get jammed, you see, so you know. But as you can see, it's still doing all that stuff there. And this sheep farm here. And this is the monument to RPG Muffin. Who, you know, it's tough to say, but at some stage, you can get a bit worn out of Minecraft, especially when you get everything netherite and, you know, it's all perfect. But I decided to dedicate this to him. And that was, what, 8 months ago? I contracted Slovakian Alex for the quartz. And he still owes me a few shulker boxes, because I let him borrow shulker boxes in order to do this. You know. This is a project I wanted to do alongside the hole. I wanted to do it, I mean, honestly, a bit for streaming. I wanted to make this thing a throne room or something, you know, but obviously I didn't have the feelings for it, you know. Perhaps put a throne here and make this like 2 stories tall and have everything storage here, like Dragon's Reach. I was really feeling for Skyrim at that time. What's the plan for Saturday? After this? I don't know. I've just got free time, so I was just gonna, you know, hang around with all of you, you know. I'm not gonna do any special streams. What I might do if I can, although I haven't sorted out my webcam, is I wanted to just chat to people about everything. Sort of after, like, being on Minecraft here. But, you know, I have no major plans, if that makes any sense. Of course, I haven't decided who to raid either, so we'll see. So this is the first farm, and this is my first house. I've probably shown you all of this before, and we made sort of a, you know, a stairway going down to collect all the resources. I knew I was doing the hole, so I never really did anything towards the north. So what used to happen is, I used to have, like, my sheep and my chicken here, but Zen would keep complaining that it would just sound of sheep all the time, so that's why I moved them. This was supposed to be for, like, just grabbing a ton of acacia. Because I really liked acacia. You'll be feeding your Risk of Rain addiction? Fair enough. And this, basically what Cavriel said to me is, do you have a swimming pool? And I was like, no. And then she was like, well, just make it. So that's what I did. I made a swimming pool. And this, of course, is the pit. The pit is something, well, the pit is something that I just wanted to make, like I did in the new place. I just wanted to make, you know, a giant 100 by 100 pit, and I think it came along really nicely. As I said, it took like 6 months or something. And I did it alongside the tower, and I think we've done far more now together as a community. And now I can legitimately say that this is a hot tub stream, can't I? So, yeah. 50 bits, I'll take my helmet off. Okay? I'm joking, you can't donate me bits. But, yeah. And this is the skeleton spawner. Which I built when I found out that there was a skeleton thing in here. And this is where I made one of my only special rooms. Which is here, although people noticed it quite a bit, you know? And it sort of goes out to the river here. There is so much to talk about, and I'm trying to wrap it up nice and quickly. I'll do everything but the tower, and then I'll do the tower. So, yeah. There are videos that I had to delete to be careful. Just because after noticing all of it, I was like, okay. I don't know how to get up. There we go. There was a bit here. One of them was the walk around, the creation of this road. And this road goes, I'm not gonna go the full length of it because it is quite long. This length goes to the ink maker and the dolphin killer. And this goes to the village. Villages would die quite a bit, so not all the names are here. I tried to put everybody that I knew, but as you can see, they keep breeding, and I think a lot of names are gone. The one name that I always keep on here, because I always thought villages were his thing, is Ocean's Blue. So if I lose an Ocean's Blue, I get another one. And that's because I always name the villager with Mending Oceans, basically. But yeah, it doesn't... It seems like everybody's gone in villager form, you know? Are you still somebody? I've traded with you. You've got to be some... No, you're not somebody. Zen's still here. I can't check every, thing. And there's, Neo. So let's see. And that was Troy's house. Shame Troy's probably gone. Is that Thistle? No. See, a lot of them have gone. This was supposed to be a big build. One of my friends, I was gonna give him the ability... I just gave him this plot of land to make a villager house. He never truly finished, and of course that was my bespoke tower design. It says sort of everything here. No wandering traders allowed. That was on behest of Zen. And that was 09/07/2020. I made these small ships, and I definitely made the big ship as well. I'm just gonna go on to that. Need to keep my Silk Touch pickaxe. So hope you can keep up. Nah. There's my ship. Zen made a battleship in creative, I think. But this was my main ship. Really happy with how I made it. I made it according to a tutorial. And I just think it looks amazing. You know? I'm so happy I made it. So happy. So we'll have to break a bit of it to get off of it. It's not claimed or anything. Unless there was another secret way that I didn't know. So drop off and, you know. And of course, like, if you see there's a dragon's head at the front, which is pretty cool. I like the aesthetics of it. But yeah. This will be the only time I'll be nostalgic. And now we're being hit at by zombies. Again, can't say everything. Yes? Hello? Oh well, you hit me. I don't know why. I'm trying to get here before sundown. All the villagers are going to sleep as well. There's the ocean's blue. It's just the standard naming convention I gave. The thing is that villagers used to be super rare because they couldn't breed in this server, so the only way that you would get a villager is by converting a zombie villager into a villager. So, you know. when breeding did happen, that's when I created my town. The reason that breeding was sort of turned off is because we didn't like creepers exploding and destroying our builds, and then we'll have to like rebuild them. This is the tower. I will give a tour of it eventually, soonish. And then this is just a lovely mushroom biome, and this was my nether mushroom biome. There's a six beacon here, and there's a single beacon here. I've shown this before. I wanted to do a sort of underground area that was 100 by 100 or several like different biome sort of stuff, but never got around to it. I got bored of it eventually. So that's that. And I see the Endermen have been doing stuff there. So let's see. I thought that was you, James, for a second. There's a church here. Can go off and go to it. But yeah, the one thing I wanted to say is that I did this as a release because I found it so tough in like July and August of 2019, knowing that my mother had stage 4 cancer, that I really wanted to get away from it all, and this is what provided that release, you know? That's why it's a shame. I did a little fake village here, like Toad and Toadette or something, I don't know. I'm stuck. I don't know if all the rabbits and chicken were supposed to be here. And this is the church. I think it looks pretty cool. Even before Hades. Yeah, the stairways aren't perfect. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. There we go. If you can jump up it, you know? And yeah, one of the blocks was taken and I replaced it with andesite. I still don't know who that perpetrator was, but if I ever find, you know, but let's just say I have a particular set of skills. So this is the tower, and we'll go around circularly. I'm gonna try to give it like 2:30. BST is when I'll stop explaining this specific part. The flower gardens, I explained it in the last stream. That was a natural pond. Again, I flattened and changed all the terrain here. And did all the flowers. You know. And then this is the big map of the little map that's actually in the place. I had to do all of these individual maps by hand. And I did it like IBX Toy Cat, who I used to watch, did things. I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah. This is the Embassy District. This was Cartwheels. This was James. This was RPG Muffins, who gave me claims control on it. And this was, well, that was somebody's. That was Commie Eggs. And I made new free spaces. That was RF Crazies. And I can't remember whose this one is. But I was like, oh, it would be nice for everybody to build around the main builds of mine. And this is just a complete waterway to the top. It's crazy. So what you do is you go down here. The particles might be a bit too much, so my apologies on that one. I should have turned particles off. But yeah, the lag is probably too much on this, so my apologies. I'm gonna see if there's water down here, and I'm just gonna take it and get the hell out of here. Because I forgot to turn particles off. But yeah, it was just like a massive water elevator to the top. Which I found pretty neat. And this is the tower. You still here, James? Did you lose me or something? Ah, you're in your embassy. Fair enough. Yeah, I can see your name tag. Right, well, with all of that, I best show you one small bit. So, I was moving here to, you know, well, to Slovakian Alex's territory. I think that's it or something, I don't know. And I made a, this is my flower shop. This is my, my item shop. And this is James's stuff. This was a deserted shop now. And there are shops here and here as well. Vote Tree Gang, all of this, and it was just lovely. These, you know, were some of the first streams that I had. You won't be able to see them now. And this zombie statue is there to explain the zombie spawner. So you can just go down or stay up because you just kill zombies this way, you know? I'm happy that wasn't underground. And there's something cozy about this space. There are more zombies outside than there are inside. And that's about it for what I built on my base, you know. I really enjoyed all of it. I think I made a beautiful world. A world that truly, you know, defined my heart. And I'm happy that I'm happy it all happened. But to leave the best for last. This is my tower. And I've probably said it all before. I built this tower originally to store things. I only did a quadrant of this tower, but I thought that it would be symmetrical. And therefore it would look good. This wing was... So... I built it floor by floor. But this wing here was the first wing that I ever built. I built this tower because of two reasons, really. The first thing was that I actually built a tower with friends of mine when I did Minecraft about 4 or 5 years ago. that tower was nothing like this behemoth. It was just a simple tower going up. It only took a day or two. Still quite a bit, but, you know, not in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna try and get some other foods. Cooked chicken. There we go. We should have enough. In here is the map room. So we have a dynamic map. This is the map of the world. As much as I've personally explored. You know, sure, missing 5 lots of it, but I'm pretty proud of this too. And on the back here are just places that I like in general. So time to climb the tower. This is the main sort of way to get up, so we'll do this. There are water elevators, but you know, this was sort of brewing area. This was supposed to be a cafe. You could sit here and somebody would bring a cake or something. I don't know, because there is cake there. And there was a loom here as well. And, of course, well, it is a lie, definitely. And funnily enough, while I did do something with Cooper, I did this floor when Halloween was doing, so there was a tub in here, you know, all of this, and I just put down the lights a bit and have us sort of going through this. And it's supposed to be, oh, spooky, scary, skeletons sort of thing. Yeah, exactly. Although it's really hard to get caught up in cobwebs, so people don't really like it. And it ends up with, you know, these skeleton eyes watching you from a distance. I really like that. And it goes back out to my own personal storage. And we'll climb. First observation floor. Believe it or not, I planned on ending the build here. I was thinking of trying to put, like, lava lanterns on the top of this, but it really didn't look good, so I actually just decided to, more like a basement. Welcome, Mr. Sphy, how are you? I'm just saying goodbye to this, server. You doing okay? It's been a while. I'm finding it tough. I'm gonna have to move house in about a week. I've had everything else happen to me, and I'm gonna have to change server as well. Why? My mother died, and it's a 2-bedroom place, and because it's a 2-bedroom, one person can't really live in it, because of what the council said, so I had to move out eventually. Don't clean it. It's so good. The server will keep up. It's not my specific server. It's, Zenta made the server. And Zen's gonna keep it for 3 months, definitely, up until, like, September, October. I know it's good. So thanks ever so much. So yeah, you can see everything sort of around this floor. Which is really nice. And I remember somebody talking about Pokemon when I was cleaning up this bit. Art. Yeah. Well, it was a way for me to express myself during really tough times. And they still are, but things will get better eventually, you know? Yeah. The thing is that there'll be a new server, a new type of Minecraft, and, you know, you got to move on eventually, so that's why I'm officially saying goodbye now. And this was because of my love of Fate, Fate Stay Night and whatnot. I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death nor known to life. I have withstood pain to create many weapons, yet these hands will never hold anything. So, as I pray, unlimited blade works. And of course, this was supposed to be Excalibur. My sword in the Northern Realms is called Kancho. And well, we'll see what my sword in the Southern Realms is called. I've only watched Unlimited Blade Works since Day Night. But yeah, there's little bits here and there, there's farms. And still like climbing everything, you know? Again, so doing all of this. Just walking up. And of course, I love the portrait I made there. And like, building this is something I really wish I would have streamed. Because like, you know, if you just like take a bit out there, then you can just really see like how big a drop it is. It's crazy. Something you can only see where building. I think this was sort of the level that I started like dying at, and that's how I got quite a few of my deaths, which is just crazy. This is to celebrate 20 floors. I used all the glowstone I had. I tried flying on the balcony, that failed, and I died a few more times. How long did it take me? I mean, in total, I've been on the server 1.5 years, you know? This stuff was finished by about... I started October 2019, and I stopped sort of June 2020 on a lot of these builds. Well, with regards to the tower and the pit itself, you know. And I've gone by the library bits. So, let me see, how's that? Good. So now, this is the sort of portal level. The last thing I made on this tower were these pitches, because I didn't know what to put. But you can get through these portals, and you can actually fly in, and you'll fly into hay around here, basically. So that's really good. And this portal syncs up with another one in the nether. Now, there's the top here, but I can't sort of finish the tour of the overworld tower and everything without showing everything. So, I put the IF sign on top. Me and Cooper boated off here, and that's when I told Cooper I'm pregnant, which is now a running joke. That's what caused the whole Portal 2 thing. You have returned. Welcome back, Kamiag. And yeah, I made this out of all the goods I got from mining the bottom of that. And of course, it's really hard to move around here. Now, James, do you have your elytra? Yes or no? Sadly not. I don't have a spare, sadly, so, I'll leave you to it. You can use the portals back down, but I'm gonna do this one last time. Oh, it's fine. I died about 10 times getting this right. And, you know, I've gotten this to near perfection. It always scares me that I'm gonna die doing this, but you can jump off right here, and you can just fly. You can fly around all of it, you know? It's been a while since I've flown in an Electra. That's for sure. That'll do. Okay. James, I'm gonna probably fly to Southern Spawn. Do you want to go your own way? There. Okay. So, yeah, we'll meet you there. So what happened was, me, Zen, and Oceans were looking for a place, to do something different in because we felt too OP, so we thought that we'd go somewhere. So, what we did is we took our Elytras and we flew. Now, we'll pass something, and you can see the route to the squid farm that was done by me, James, Zen, and co. So you can definitely see that. And that's the squid farm there, those portals there. But we just keep going, we just keep flying. And I actually died returning because I wasn't high up enough, so I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm not either flying fast or flying, make some books, you said? Oh, I see what you mean now, Svi. I think I'll be fine. I'm only 79. The highest level that I've gone up to is 130, and then I started making some pickaxes. You know, we'll go a bit here, and we'll keep seeing and trying to keep high. We just kept flying. So as you can see, James used one of the newer forms of transport. I never knew how to really use fireworks as fireworks, basically. I always lacked in that skill. I'm just hoping that we find something. Whatever the case, the snow should end, and so the path should be easier. And the music kicks in, which is nice. Oh, I should have given you the boat. We'll do it on the way back. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check my headings. I don't know. How lost am I? I'm pretty lost for the first time in ages. Minus 4790851. Okay, I am going the right way. Good. So that's definitely good. Magic carpet white. We kept going for ages like this, trying to find a new place. And this looks promising. Okay. I'm gonna keep going south. Although I'm nearly out of, anyway, any rockets here. Okay, this looks useful. Okay. Where did we land? It was around here.